All right, y'all. We're back again.
It be that time.
Third session, same day. Here we go. Ty, you want to take us off?
Welcome back, guys.
That's not exactly what I meant, but I'll take it.
Right.
I thought you were going to say hi, introduce yourself, and go from there. But no, you want to do a yodel. Sorry, Ty, I couldn't save you, bro.
I mean, I'm not asking for anybody to save me. It's not your job to save me. But damn, if you're gonna give me responsibility of opening up the message, that's the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some fun. Open up the fucking podcast.
All right, guys. Well, either way, welcome back. Thanks for listening.
Suck my dick.
You just give me the date when, but you gotta suck my dick too. Anyway, team, welcome back to You've Been Served. You know, I'm your host, Chris.
I am George.
You know, Ty.
What's my name?
He's been pretty fucking mad.
I don't even know
His
my
name is
fucking name.
Theotis, alright? Get your shit together.
Who am
and
I?
my name's Robert.
Thank you.
Welcome to our podcast.
Well, we want to serve to the rest of everybody. Actually, I have my cousin from Arizona sent in a number of questions that we should probably, discuss. Or topics, I guess you can say. And one thing he thought would be fun for us to hit is pickup lines. Things that we use to meet women. Things that we did, smooth moves, whatever. It could be good. It could be for a girlfriend. It could have been for, somebody, a serious relationship. Or it could just been, things that you would do when you were out and about at a bar, at a club, at a party to, talk to women.
What the fuck? You good, bro?
So, since Robert has something down his throat, we can start with Robert. Because clearly he wants to tell his story of how he met his girlfriend and the smooth moves that he used.
Do I don't have.
Wait a minute. Why the face? Why
Yeah, does he want to
All
tell
right.
the story?
Oh, producer's giving me a face.
So
I better make up a story? Is that what I'm...
however you want to do it. Remember, at the end of the night, you don't leave with us.
All right.
You stay
that's
here.
True.
That's true.
All right.
So, your call, buddy.
No, for pickup lines, I mean, look, I've never been one for I think picking up a girl, from what I've seen in my experience, is very much based on your persona.
Yeah.
It's not as much about what you say. If you approach with confidence and you approach with swagger, then you're probably going to get something from somebody.
Yeah.
Something from somebody. Sound like an STD.
I mean,
Oh shit! Ty's clapping.
yeah,
Wowzers.
he's got the clap, guys.
And I'm handing them bitches out left and right.
Can
We do not condone that. We do not condone what he just said.
We'd like to talk to number 5.
You can't
Get yourself tested.
Number 5 is straight. I mean, but if she want to play Smash Bros,
The game. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Just clarifying.
definitely getting clapped.
Don't smash his bros. That's
Hold
not-
on. Before we get on you, let's finish Robert.
All right. No, so I think
And also, maybe what are some some pointers you can give to
Some
any
pointers?
younger
Yeah.
viewers that were listening?
No,
Maybe your
I mean-
younger brother. What's some pointers you can give him?
I think, all right. Well, if I was talking to my younger brother, I'd say follow in your older brother's footsteps. No, I would say, look, it sounds cheesy, but be yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be with somebody that doesn't actually like you. If they like just a persona or a bravado that you're putting on, then whatever you're doing is going to end quick.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it for a night, then it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But if you're trying to go long term, that's not going to work. A little bit of false bravado is fine.
Yeah.
Just a tad, because not everybody's as confident as they act. But if you're completely creating a different person to try and seduce somebody, I don't think that's a good idea. Beyond that, be confident, be a nice person, be a good person, and it'll go from there, I think.
Yeah. That's some good advice, man. Your little brother would appreciate that.
Yeah.
I bet.
If only he was here.
If only he was here, man. Too bad. He had to go back.
I miss Matthew.
Oh damn!
Sorry, Jacob. You didn't make the cut, bro.
Fuck.
Shit, bro.
What about you, Ty?
I feel like pickup lines are just for the fun of it. Like I'm with Robert. You gotta be yourself ultimately. And just to add to what Robert said, you have to be the energy that you want to receive. So if you out there with good energy, you'll get good energy from other people. Because I've been to bars, having fun, being myself. And y'all know me. I always keep a high energy. Whenever I'm in a good mood, I have high energy. And when I'm at the bar, just dancing, doing my thing, I always attract other people with high energy. And I'm like, well, hey, what's up? What y'all trying to do?
Hey, Ty,
What's up?
are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only
You a fucking liar, bro. I'm a quarter. Okay? God damn it.
Bitch, you a dime.
I've always wanted to be more though. But I mean that's the only piece of advice I can really give. I don't do pickup lines. I feel like that stuff is really cheesy. I don't even know many pickup lines. It's really just being what you want to see. You know. So
Okay.
I hope that helps.
Being
somebody.
what you want to see.
Yeah.
Or being with
That sounds like, okay, so are you going to become a, like, busty black woman?
interesting.
I mean, if you want to receive a busty black woman, be a busty black woman.
Well, wouldn't you be lesbian then?
Hey.
You'd have to cut off your dick.
I mean,
Is that something you're comfortable doing?
that's not something I'm comfortable doing. I mean, that's definitely something you have to ask the viewers.
That's the advice that you're giving, though.
No,
That's true.
I'm just talking about energy. Like if you want to receive somebody with good energy, just like you have to be that.
Be
All
good
right.
energy.
Don't take it in a literal sense. All right. Don't sit here and be like, if you want to receive a drag queen, you got to just like a drag queen. Not that there's anything wrong with drag queens, because people want to say some shit about that. But no, it's just you. It's think of it like an energy match type of game. Like you got to match other people's energy just the same way like people are always trying to match your energy. So be the amount of energy that you want to receive. All right, if you're out trying to have a good time with people and there's other people out trying to have a good time, you guys will definitely all find a way to be together.
Yeah.
You know,
You want to pick up line real quick?
Oh no.
they want to pick up
How
lines.
much does a polar bear weigh?
I don't know.
Enough to break the ice. Nice to meet you. My name is Christian.
Wait, hold on. Have you never really heard that pickup line?
I told you I don't focus on pickup
No,
lines.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but that is one that I've heard a lot of times.
See.
In the sense of like, I've also seen on the internet. I'm just curious. You never really heard that one?
No.
Damn.
That
No,
one-
that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, damn. Like, I thought everyone's heard that one.
Yeah.
But hey,
But that one is
but it did break the ice. I saw your smile. I saw you laugh.
I mean,
It
that's
broke the ice.
funny. It's funny.
exactly
But
why.
that's
and that
why.
is getting into my next point. Let's do this shit. You got to be funny from the get go. Obviously, you know, this is gonna run out eventually. But so long as that person finds you genuinely funny, and you, like you said, you're gonna be yourself, it's gonna work out. If you're a fucking comedian, if you're a clown the whole damn time, you're gonna keep that person smiling through and through all the way to the end. And that's the way I see it. But like I told you last time when we were talking, for an example, the barista at Starbucks,
He's trying to smash coworkers.
it's not my coworker.
That's true.
Or
not
the rest of us.
not mine either.
Stop trying to smash me, dude. I told you, not my type.
You got some great legs, man.
It's true.
He really does.
It's true. Every time we go to the gym together.
Can I rub your
Flex it
knee?
for the camera. Flex it for the
I
camera.
just want to rub your knee.
Oh, no.
Oh, the camera is on. I thought the camera was still there.
But anyway, I usually tend to think that if you're gonna at least get a girl interested, or at least make her think, that you're someone interested, you have to provide enough for the conversation to keep it going. Not too much to the point where it looks like you're, taking over the conversation and you're doing way too much, and it looks like you're just working way too hard. No, you do it just enough so that she can give you, more information than you've given.
Mm-hmm.
So, an example. Let's see. With this certain barista, I literally only said maybe 10 words throughout the whole conversation, but she was talking for like about an hour or two.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do I know who you're talking
Oh
about?
yeah, you
just
know.
leave it
You
at
know
that.
exactly who I'm talking about.
Is it
SpongeBob, yeah.
Tata? Oh.
Yeah.
That was slick.
yeah.
So
That was slick.
Shit.
That was slick.
Yeah.
Boom.
Damn.
That
I was gearing up to make a joke. But
Damn.
yeah.
That shit's slicker than George Head right now. Like, what the? God, wow.
See, that gets in on a further topic, man. You gotta be slick with this shit too.
That was slick.
You guys caught on real quick.
Damn, I don't got enough butter for that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, but kept it going, just making the damn conversation. But I literally felt like I only said 10 words and maybe spoke for like 5 minutes while she gave me more information.
Dude,
than
I mean,
needed.
I saw you during some of this.
I'm a
Yeah,
witness.
you were not the one talking for the most part. But that's another thing. Look, Here's some other advice. If you're above an 8, just be above an 8, right?
But how do you know you're above an 8?
Exactly.
Well,
If you give yourself the
you'll find
number,
out.
if
You'll
you
find
give
out.
yourself that number,
No.
you're a douchebag.
But no, I agree.
You're
But
a
you'll
big
find out.
douchebag.
If girls are interested in you, you'll find out. And that's why Chris doesn't have to say shit. That's why Chris can
Look
go up
at
to a
that
girl
beard,
and be like,
though. That beard is just magical.
you're proving my point,
And
though.
look at his pecs. They're poking me in the eye.
I mean,
And you're really close to his chest.
I was.
he was literally.
I was rubbing my
cupping
face on his chest.
He was-
Wow, so you just want to be breastfed?
Nah, but
You wonder why we twist your words around. You say it.
there's no twisting.
That wasn't even twisting. You the one that just said that you was in his titties.
Never said I wanted to be breastfed. Never did I ever say
But
that.
why would your face be on his chest anyway?
What if I just want to lay there? It's like
Yeah,
it's like a pillow.
So I'm wrong for assuming that you want to be breastfed?
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Why would you go there?
Probably just
Because
wanted to take a nap.
How do you know that he's even lactating?
fuck y'all.
That is true.
Fuck y'all. This goes to my point that I've been
Don't
saying.
Don't tell me.
Fuck you! Because this is what the fuck I'm about to say. You guys are always against me, and I'm sticking to that.
Well,
It doesn't matter. I'm
Look,
sticking to that
Tyler,
shit. I don't give a fuck what you say, or what you say. That is what I have to say. That y'all are never on my side. All right, the clapping is real now. I'm serious.
Okay, hold on.
suggest that he's gonna like suck on his tits.
So,
I don't know who you expect to be on your side.
in fairness, yeah.
Why can't you just be on my side?
Why would
Because
I-
the moment I say something, and it could be something completely neutral. One of you guys want to find some shit on what I say, and y'all be like, "Oh shit,
Bitch,
Chris found out what this but Ty said. Let's piggyback off Chris."
How is
but
that
then if I
neutral?
say something,
I have
and
never done this before in my life.
If I say something, yeah,
I don't
Ty-
pick my hand up like
Ty's
that.
like, "God damn."
Nobody.
And then you guys wonder why I don't clap back because y'all never give me a chance to clap back. All right?
No, that's
That's bullshit.
That is.
You are allowed to clap back whenever the fuck you want.
And if that wasn't
You
the
can
clap
do
back
it.
for y'all to go ahead and piggyback off my clap back, then fuck y'all because I don't want to do that shit no more. That's why I'm silent because nobody is ever on my side. All right, so if for anybody that's wondering why I don't clap back, that's exactly why. Because I don't ever have anybody on my side.
So-
So if that shit changes with my fans, if I have
so
some fans,
butthurt right now.
no, I'm so serious.
No,
That's
you
the- I'm fucking serious. I am fucking serious. Now, if I have some fans that's on my side, whenever I say some shit, please be there for me because this shit right here irks the fuck out of me.
we can tell.
The
can fucking
absolute fuck out of me. Like I don't understand why I'm y'all friends sometimes.
Nah, Ty. Go back and listen to the podcast because I can tell you for fucking certain that I backed you up. I've listened to them 5 times.
He has backed you
Each
up.
fucking podcast. So don't give me that shit.
Oh, so now
Yeah, I'm fucking mad. No, because you always fucking say that we're always picking on you. I know it's not true. I have fucking verifiable evidence that it's
Wait.
not true. So
has
But
backed you up.
that is true.
He
He
has.
has.
I do back you up sometimes.
I'll take it.
If you expect me to back you up when you say George is sucking on Chris's titties, that's another question.
Do realize if Chris and Robert are hitting, like, they're clapping on me, you can back them up by all means.
Dude, we're
You're allowed to clap back. We
This
never
is-
said you can't clap back.
Here's why it pisses me off, because it legitimately does piss me off. Because I think about it, and I think about backing you up. I actually make an active choice sometimes to back you up, just to make sure you don't feel that way.
I see an opportunity and just go for it.
And yeah, well, Chris is some other fucking thing.
I'm just saying, if you guys really want to sit here and say Ty's don't clap back enough or anything like that, just listen to some of the stuff that I do say, because there are times where I do clap back. I might not do it all the time, but there are times where I do clap back.
No,
and rather
I-
than sit here and make it seem like I'm the one that's always saying the dumb stuff, it's like, hey,
No,
just for a second.
Oh, yeah.
You clap back. No, I'll give you that. And you're right. And some of the time you say really funny shit. I love that version of Ty.
All right.
And
Give me that Ty.
I want more of that Ty.
Look, this whole session right now just took a whole other turn.
It
And
did.
fuck it, whatever. This is what we're here for. We're here for the 4 of us. We're here to talk. We're 4 bros having a conversation. We make fun of each other as it goes. If it goes too far, it goes too far. And you know what? That's not what we're about.
But
If on a serious note, if you can't come to us and be like, hey guys, you know what? Serious shit. I didn't appreciate that.
I thought I was gonna.
And if we can't listen to you, then clearly we're not good friends.
So anyway,
that shit back.
That's how you pick up a girl.
That's how you pick up a girl, man.
Communication, conversation,
All right.
hearing each other out. You want a girl? You fucking listen. You communicate.
You communicate.
Guys, on a serious note, we do love Ty with all of our hearts. He wouldn't be here if we didn't want him here.
Yeah.
But we love the dude. We clap back. We clap on each other because it's what we do. It's what guys do.
And the other thing is, like, I think we do have to use, just since I'm talking more generally, we have to use our own common sense. Because we can't expect everybody to come to us when they're hurt or when they're upset. Because not everybody's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, not to call anybody out, but with my brothers, and I'm not giving any specific example.
If I guess right, will you say yes?
No, I will not. But if, there are times where I know I've said shit, and maybe I didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah.
That what I did was hurtful. And because they love me, and because maybe they look up to me, or I don't know what, they didn't feel comfortable saying that. Yeah. And it breaks my heart that that's the case, but it is the case.
Yeah.
So to some extent, we can say, we need, you can tell us.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that everybody will.
No.
And so we do have to use our own sense of judgment. It's like, okay, am I taking this too far? Am I saying maybe a bit too much? Should I shut up?
Yeah.
I'm done.
No. Well, actually, tying into everything that we started with, and I think how we even got on this topic, that ties in perfectly with pickup lines and whatnot. When you're meeting women for the first time, know when to shut the fuck up and just realize it's not working and get the hell out of there. Like, look, I said the wrong thing already. There's no way I can come back from this.
Nope.
I got a dip.
Yeah.
Just know when you've lost. You're gonna fail. Not every time you go to a girl and try to pick her up is gonna be a success. Sometimes it's gonna be a complete shutout. Sometimes they're not gonna say a word to you. They're just gonna walk away, probably laugh in your face.
Yeah, when I tried to pick up Chris the other night,
I saw that, dude. He didn't even look at you.
He just walked away, dude.
Yeah, what a jerk. And then he texts you like, hey, can I get a ride home? What an ass.
Like, no, not unless you're gonna give me sex.
Dude, I would definitely give you sex. Why not? Let's do this shit
You
right now.
didn't say that the other night.
Producer?
Yeah,
Permission?
Yeah, you didn't say it. You made him take an Uber home.
She's nodding. She's nodding, guys.
Oh, man. Hey, so you got the green light.
I got the green light. That's it. But on another note, picking up girls in general, or guys if you're into that, you gotta learn how to be rejected, how to take rejection.
Actually, what?
There's a
Sorry,
huge
no,
part.
go ahead.
That is literally one of, the best things you could learn out there. Obviously you're not going to get a yes every single time. You have to know and accept the word no. If you hear it, don't get mad. Don't call a girl a bitch. Just deal with it and move on. Sip your cup of tea and keep going. That's how I see it.
Clearly it just wasn't meant to be. Why you got to fight it?
If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. Fuck it, She's not the only one in the sea. You keep moving, You keep floating, you keep swimming,
That's
keep
a
going.
lot of rhymes right there. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of rhymes.
I think that you accidentally brought up a really good point,
Mm-hmm.
which is women. And, that they have to pick up men sometimes.
Yeah.
What advice do you guys give to women? What do you guys like that's like, you know what? This is what I most appreciate in a woman. This is what I like when they come to me.
Dude, so I love a confident woman when she's the one that makes the move, and this has generally been what's been happening with me. Like,
Must be nice.
Yeah, show off.
Fucking bitch. When a girl makes a move, it's like, dude, come on, think about it. It's like if a guy has to make a move every single time, it gets kind of old, and for me at least, it's not impressive. Yeah. When a girl makes the move, though, it's like, damn.
It means something.
It's an ultimate compliment to the person.
Yeah.
It makes her even more attractive, too. Yeah. It's like she had the confidence.
Yeah.
And for lack of a better word, the balls, or, the vagina to come up and talk to you.
Yeah, even if you are not interested.
Yeah.
It's still, it's a compliment. And I really appreciate it when somebody comes up to me and is like, hey, I'm interested in you. That means a lot.
Yeah. Like when I was in Upland, and I told you guys when I was at the Apple store, that one chick just came up and she's like, "You cute." I was like, "Whoa, okay." It made me feel special. It was a good day.
I don't remember that story. When did you tell that story?
Oh, did I only tell Ty?
Did you tell me?
I did.
I don't remember hearing this
you
story.
shared a story.
I
and
shared
I
shared it with Ty.
Yeah, I know, but you said you guys. I told you guys.
My bad. I'm sorry.
You're a jerk.
You're a jerk.
I know.
He stole my line.
But yeah, you know, if you go up to a guy, you know, we appreciate that shit. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
That's true. It's a different feel when a girl comes up to you and she starts talking to you.
Yeah.
And you didn't probably didn't even notice she was there. You were just there. You were there with your buddies. Actually, this is part of the pickup lines that I actually didn't get to do because we got caught up in the whole other thing. But it's fine because I don't really have any pickup lines. My thing has always been no game is the best game. Exactly. You know, I don't go around. I don't go like searching around because at first I did, and then I like stopped, and then I started looking. And I see other guys doing the exact same thing I would do, like walking and like looking like fucking predators.
Guys, this is why George is a virgin.
Why do you guys say it in this podcast? I told you to save it for the last one. I told you that. You jerk.
It's true.
Again, last podcast, not today.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It was true in the last podcast?
No. I'm saying we're saving it for the last podcast, like our last one.
Is that a session?
Last podcast of this
this season.
Of this season.
Before Chris leaves. Is what I'm
Oh,
talking
like
about.
a climax.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
Except that you've never had that.
Ooh, it's okay. I mean,
How dare you?
he's gotten close to that.
And what is that?
He's tried it with his hands, but he hasn't necessarily gotten there yet. So I mean, once he actually gets there, he's gonna
it
get
just
there.
gets sticky, you know? Or you're like, are you supposed to wash your hands before or after?
Well, that's the thing. You gotta keep rubbing, my friend.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it definitely is. But then
Fuck,
again, those forearms say a lot. So
Shit.
Moving on. So no, I stopped like going up and every now and then like I would bump into a girl like at the bar or something, like spark up a conversation. It was always that, like that's what I found out, like to spark up a conversation. Like I could be at the bar waiting to get my drink, and then she'll come up and say something, and then I'll be right next to her, so I'll hear something that's like, okay, that's a segue. Yeah. Ooh, okay, I can make a joke out of that. And then, spark up a conversation from that. And sometimes it led to like, oh, hey, let's go dance, or hey, let's have a couple more drinks, or wherever that led. Or sometimes it led to nothing. Sometimes it just led to a small conversation, a small little back and forth, and then she was off to go do whatever. It's, again, a hit or a miss. You never know. But yeah, I mean, but as far as for like women making the first move, there have been times where I would be just minding my own business with my friends, drinking my drink, having a good time, enjoying myself. Again, like Tyler was saying, having that good energy and whatnot, and just enjoying the damn night. And actually, women actually respond to that. You're not out there trying to like go and find them, because that's not your overall goal. Your overall goal is to just have a good fucking night.
Can I tell a story?
Yeah, of course.
About you?
Oh, crap.
Damn.
Hold on.
It's a story that you've told me, and that's why I'm asking permission. So,
fuck, I've told you many stories.
Yeah, no,
Go ahead. You know what?
I'll remind you, and you can tell me if it's not okay.
You're gonna remind me over.
So
over the podcast.
I don't remember all of the entire story, but I remember you were at a party. Yeah. Right, as you always are. Mm-hmm. And there was this married woman there. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So I feel like that relates to your point in some respect. You weren't pursuing, but the fact how you were acting, who you are, attracted somebody.
Yes. So side story. So it was a time that I went to go visit some family, and I was there for a birthday. And I was with a couple friends from San Diego, and they were with me, and we saw this girl that knew one of my family members. And we all, like, the three of us agreed, like, yeah, she's very cute, very, very gorgeous. And next thing you know, I realized she has a ring on her hand. I was like, man, okay, well, she's married. Bummer, not going anywhere. But it's cool, no worries. Like, that's never stopped me from having, fun and incorporating everybody into the group.
I thought you were going a different direction.
No. I mean, incorporating, like, everybody in the group and whatnot, and just having a good time all around. Like, I'm like you said, like, I'm not there to pursue anything. If nothing's gonna happen, it's fine. It's not gonna end my night. So yeah, we're all drinking, we're having a good time. We end up like we go to this bar, we have some food and whatnot, and yeah, like we all get drinks, and then we go back to my family member's house, and we continue the party there. Party's going on. You know, towards the end of the night, even the husband shows up because he got there late, and it's cool. Like we're all just partying. Then one of my family members asked me like, "Hey, can you help me take my friends to their car? They're a little drunk. We got them. We got somebody to drive them home." I was like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." So I help them out, get them in the car, and apparently the married woman yelled at one of my family members and said, "Well, it's gonna give it away if the next word I was about to say, but if I wasn't married, I totally would have fucked him." And then, but I didn't hear that. I didn't know that. But that was the whole reason why they asked me to go help put them in the car. Mm-hmm. So that on the way back into the house, they told me the story. And I was like, "Oh man, fuck. Damn. What am I gonna do?" She's already in the car and she's already married. Nothing else I can really do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, motherfucker. And the thing is, at the beginning of the night, me and my friends all looked at each other and we said, "Yeah, she's very cute, very gorgeous." And to hear that, I was like, "Man, she wasn't married." So then I asked my family members, like, "Hey, when's the divorce gonna happen? Let me know. I'll come back. So I'll make a trip back."
Let me see the divorce.
But even then, right? Going back to what Chris was saying, is like, that you took it as a compliment. Like, well, yeah, you may not have been interested specifically because of her situation, mm-hmm. but it still meant something.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
hey, like this girl liked me.
Yeah. At the end, it was, I guess you could say, like a confidence booster. Yeah. Because like you said, I wasn't trying anything. I completely was just having a good time with my friends and my family and just enjoying the night. I wasn't there to hook up. I was there for my family member's birthday party and just showing my friends from San Diego a good time. That's all I was there to do. And that's what we did. And what do you know? I get something out of that as far as like a confidence booster. Yeah. And then I went on the next day back home, going back to LA and I went back to work the next day. Life goes on. But yeah, no, that was nice.
As it's been made pretty clear, fellas, if you don't do anything, you will get somewhere.
Right. I've learned that less is more.
Yes,
less is more. But you just at the same time, there are those fine lines of you just have to know when to just walk away because you just know it's not going anywhere. Don't push it.
Yeah,
you got or what?
You walk away or you take the lead. There are those opportunities where you can literally just jump.
That too. Will. Everything's a case by case trial. Everything's different. Every situation.
So you just gotta know how to react based on the situation.
Fair. You have to read it right.
So Ty, we've all given our opinion on what women should do, or at least what we like them to do. What do you like?
That's a good question. I genuinely like a woman with confidence too. I like open people. Being that I can be a social butterfly on certain occasions, and just if let's say I'm at the club, or no, I'll actually give an experience. I was at this club called The Reserve with some friends, and I think this was the second time ever I've been tipsy. I don't know, this year being that I had a rough year, I've really been experiencing the life as a lightweight. Just been really figuring it out this year. But just this year, I promise you, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, believe it or not, I'm just a walking heartbreak, man. So I'm doing everything I can to mend the broken.
Hey, but the first step is admitting to it. And then you can go from there.
I'm an honest man.
That's fair. I'll give you that. Man. That's always the first step, and just admitting it. So there you go. You took that first step. Where you go from there, I don't know.
Continuing the story, that's where I go.
Okay.
But let's see. I don't know if this was in the same night, but I know for sure that the second time I was ever tipsy, I was just all around and about. I was going with what you were saying, less is more. I believe that when you out and about, the less that you make an effort to make something happen, the more likely something good will come out of it. Like, don't push for certain things to happen. And I remember just dancing. I like to dance around in different circles of people and just easing my way into their group. Like, I'm not forcing anybody to dance with me. I'm just letting you know, I'm another social person. You're trying to have some fun too. And somewhere in this night, I kid you not, man, some girl dressed up in all black. Don't know how. Don't know why. Don't even remember where exactly it happened because I was tipsy. All I know is that she was in my lap. I was looking for a pillar. I couldn't handle it. It was too much ass. And then she walked away.
And then we realized it was Chris in a wig.
I told you.
I mean,
I told you he was gonna be there that night,
Yep.
that is true.
We came
and you're
up
like,
here.
nah, he's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
This is why.
He didn't go get the wig. He said he was at his grandma's house, and I told you no, bro. He went to get the wig.
Yeah,
Don't drink adioses, man.
it's okay. I mean, I've been told by many guys that I've got a Kim Kardashian ass, man.
Who told you that?
I was walking out of Walmart one time.
And somebody told you that?
Yeah, and I was fresh out the gym. They saw the
Yeah,
gains.
don't y'all know that he's a drag queen in his spare
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, this gay guy was literally like, "Oh my god!" I looked around like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, Kim Kardashian ass right there." Literally like that.
And there was a girl right behind him who actually had a Kim. It was actually Kim Kardashian right behind
I
him.
was the only guy walking out. And I was the only person
That's
walking
why
out. But I mean, yeah.
Well, there you go. You've been doing your squats.
Dude, I felt pretty good. I was just like confidence there.
So
Confidence
then
booster.
what we gotta do? We gotta get you a wig. Sorry, we gotta get you a wig. We gotta shave your beard
Yeah.
and just be like, hey, we got Kim here, and see what happens.
Dude, I'm down to do this shit as a social experiment. Put this shit on YouTube and let's see how many
You
fucking
know
guys
what's-
will fall for it.
You know what's interesting? Is
That we're
I'm-
actually gonna do this.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's interesting for
Yeah.
one. No, I think it's interesting the reactions we have to that.
Yeah.
Like, and the social culture has changed so much that it like I don't even think about it anymore. If I see like a man in a dress, or like a man dressed like a woman, or anything like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing it a bunch today, or even like the last couple days at the Anime Expo.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out there working and everything.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, like I see, a group of like skirts walking by, and I thought, whatever, group of girls, whatever. I'm gonna keep on going by my day. I'm out here for work. Well, it wasn't so much that. It was just
Don't put it like that.
it wasn't so much
No,
that.
that's what they're called. They're called traps.
Traps.
Yeah.
I told
When you have a guy dressed up in a female anime costume or just
called-
in some
called the trap. I didn't
it's
know.
called
I
a
didn't know
trap. My weeb friends have explained it to me. It's gotten to the point now.
Why you gotta specify that they're a weed friend?
Because that's what they'll call themselves. Like
Okay.
if I don't know, it's not
It's
what
his
they
way
are.
of saying black friends, guys.
Oh,
It's really not. But they are
That's
black,
okay.
and there's one Belizean. Like
go
he's
ahead
full
and
Belizean.
but well, yeah. I see a group of skirts walking by, and next thing you know, I see hairy legs. Like, what?
Nice.
Was not expecting that, but okay.
Alright.
You do you, boo boo.
No.
I feel like this whole subject is just asking for us to get in trouble. Like I really feel like
We're
that.
really testing the waters right
We're
now.
pushing it right now.
But again, like, if we're not pushing the envelope, then what do we do?
No, and I mean, I think at least what was said at the beginning, which is that we're all used to it now,
Yeah.
is forward. Like
Exactly.
that's progress. We're moving towards a world where it's not so weird.
Mhm. Well, yeah, that was the thing. Is, like, I just didn't find it. I didn't find it weird. I didn't think it was bad or anything. I wasn't expecting to see hairy legs.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Like it's the Anime Expo. It's not the weirdest thing that I've seen that day or
Mhm.
today.
I saw tentacles.
Stop watching hentai, or at the very
We
least,
told
stop
you
telling
to
us about
stop watching that. Okay, we told you to quit that subscription and let it go.
it. It's costing way too much a month.
Yeah, I mean it's there.
This
It's
is
there.
this is why you can't pay rent anymore.
Yep.
That makes sense.
And that electricity bill just keeps going up because he
Every
keeps his
single
phone plugged in.
time. Every single time.
Because I gotta get forums like George. That's why.
That's a whole different thing.
We have to cut a lot. That's why.
Well,
So don't worry.
Yeah,
But,
that's-
okay.
Yeah, no, this one's gonna go way over because there's a lot we have to cut in this
Yeah.
episode.
So don't. Okay. Well, for the safety of time, because we do have shit to do in the morning. Well, I have shit to do in the morning.
Yeah.
I do
So
too.
let's move on. I think we should hit the last one, the bro code one.
Wait, did we hit an experience that shaped you?
no.
We did not. Do you want to try and hit that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the most personal one. If I had to kick one out, it would be the bro code, but I don't think the bro code will take too long.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah, so let's see, an experience that shaped you. Do you want me to go first, or do you guys want to go?
Well, you went first on the pickup lines,
All right, so
so we'll make Chris go in on the next
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck you, Chris.
Well, let's see. An experience that shaped me is also something that pretty much shaped the name of the show. You know, as I mentioned in episode 1, I want to become an attorney. Cool. But the whole story behind it pretty much starts off from the age when I was 4. I witnessed my brother get killed, you know, and I was going to court with my mom every day so that they could pretty much find out what they're going to do to the people that killed him. And the way the attorney was pretty much, prosecuting the whole damn case and setting it up in the way that he did, you know, that's where I really felt like, holy shit, you know, that person's making change and actually doing something for the community that could definitely, help individuals. So, in a sense, I think that event was probably the most traumatizing, but at the same time, it was one of those events that didn't necessarily break me down. If anything, it just boosted me and helped me become, what I am now, you know. So that's, you know, one of the it was probably one of the hardest moments in my life, but definitely one of, I won't say the best, but it's probably one of the most life-changing.
All right, I don't think any of us need to tell stories.
Yeah, I think we're good there. I think that really set the tone. I'm not trying to. I'm not. No.
Yeah, we can't top that.
I love that story. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a good story.
It's a great story in
and
the sense of like that's what shaped you, and it's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad you're pursuing your passion.
No, definitely.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but
that's what happens when you live in the hood. Unfortunately, you either get it or it gets you.
Yeah,
niggas.
Yeah. And you've
technically you're trying to do both during that time. Yeah, and you're trying to get it back. Like, my dude. Yeah. All right.
But I mean, hey, clearly it's pushed you this far.
Yeah.
Right? For one, the biggest accomplishment, you're a star on a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? But you've also made it through USC, you're working at a law firm.
Yeah.
And you're moving up to San Francisco later to continue that dream.
That is true.
You know, as shitty as that situation was, it made you the person that you are today. And you know what? I think we all really like that person.
Yeah. So. Sometimes it takes a shitty
definitely.
situation to really build you into something that I guess you weren't expecting, and that's cool. I mean, again, the situation sucks ass.
No, definitely.
And I am sorry. But who you are today, I think, plays a big part of that. And yeah, dude, we love you, man. Shit.
Thanks, man.
You're here with us. Look at that beard.
Back to the beard.
But no, man, no. That was a good story.
Thank you.
Does anybody want to go next?
Anybody want to go next?
I don't know.
I can go next. Okay, mine is gonna be. Oh, do you want to go?
I'm sure.
Do it.
I mean, if you want, I don't mind.
Get it.
I mean, because you guys so focused on Chris, don't get me wrong, that is a sad story, but it's also a very empowering one too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I agree.
we shouldn't focus on the awkward parts of it, which is that your brother was unfortunately killed. And we got to focus more so on the positive, is that you're actually being the change that you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you, my brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
My story is kind of like a jumbo of just stuff, because ultimately in like, sorry if this man does listen to this one day, but my dad is the reason why I am the way I am today. Being that when I was 12 or 13, my mom forced me to move in with my dad. She says it's because she wanted me to experience like my Belizean culture and stuff, but in reality it was because I got in trouble for arguing with her that day about doing dishes and stuff, and she threatened, like, in the black household, like if your mom is a single parent, her favorite threat to make it to you is that, all right, keep fucking with me, I'm gonna send you to your daddy house. And that right there is supposed to be the sign where it's like, oh shit, I'm gonna get sent to my dad's house? Like, I'll have a dad. Like, it was just a thing. And sorry about that. That day, I was feeling ballsy. I'm like, send me to my dad's house. Aww. I like it better over there anyway. Because I have cousins that are my age that I get along with really well there. So she was like, oh, okay. So I went upstairs, I packed all my clothes. She called my dad. My dad was like, all right, I'll pick him up on Friday. And next thing you know, I ended up spending I ended up spending the middle of 6th grade all the way to the middle of my senior year with my dad. And unfortunately, living with my dad, just living with him alone was really hard. Being that he never really got me gifts or anything. Like, he never did the small things that I asked of him. We've never really had real time to connect on a really good level. Like, it was always my dad coming home like, did you do your chores? All right. Are you home? All right. Are you going to do the things that I tell you to? All right. And me and him got like into a lot of issues because of it, because it's like I wanted to be my own person. Like, I was really trying to figure myself out, and he made it so hard for me to figure out who I wanted to be. And long story short, I mean, if I can make this short, because I'm really trying to figure out how I can sum this up in the shortest way possible. Let's see. A big argument. I'll end it with this. Me and my dad got into a really huge argument my senior year, which was the reason why I moved out. I told him that I want to go to a black college convention. Around this time, I'll admit I was really bad in high school. Like, I really was doing bad with grades and stuff, but it's like I knew that eventually I could make up for it. So it's like, while I have the time to still make up for my wrongs, like, let's do what I can to see when I make up for it, what can I do to make my life even better. And one day I'm like, yo, Dad, I want to go to this college convention after I'm done tutoring the kids. Like, can I do that? And he was like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, my dad's side of the family are really big on respect. And I'm like, all right, I mean, no disrespect when I ask this, but may I ask why? Just so that I can understand why I'm unable to do something that's going to fulfill my life. He was like, don't ask me questions, just do what I tell you to do. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm going around asking people, like, what should I do? What should I do? Like, should I go to this convention and miss this chance, or should I listen to my dad? Everybody's like, go to the convention. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. I put my phone on airplane mode. I go to the convention. I see all my friends. And they're like, yo, Ty, let's have some fun. I'm like, not today, man. I'm literally going in and out. I'm getting brochures, asking simple questions, and I'm going right back home. And then when I left, went to my dad. My grandma's outside, like, your dad's really mad at you. I'm like, don't worry about it, Grandma. Just know I was at a college convention. He didn't like that I went because he told me no, whatever. So I go in the house. My dad mad at me. He like, where was you? I'm like, I was at a college convention, like I asked, you know? Like, I know you told me no, but I really need to go to this because it's like, you don't understand. I really want to figure my life out once I graduate high school. And if you don't believe me, I got a backpack full of brochures. And he's like, nah, no need. Just come closer. I'm like, okay. So we're face to face. We look each other in the eye. I'm like, what's up? And he just socked me. And he wants to fight me, this and that, all because I went to a college convention. And at that moment, I realized that if my own dad isn't with me with the decisions that I want to make to better my life, then who's really there for me? You know? And after that, we finished the argument, and I just told him, like, you know what? You were never there for me. Unfortunately, you weren't there, but I'll figure it out. Like, I made it this far without your help. I can keep on going. And ever since then, like, don't get me wrong, I do have great support systems, but I try to do everything on my own. Like, I try to figure myself out. I don't like really asking people for help or for questions, but it's like, I feel way better when I do things on my own than when I ask for help, because if I ask people for help, I feel like I owe you something. But if I'm able to do everything on my own, I feel like that's more powerful than anything. Like, this is me. I made it this far. Like, nobody's help. All me. All Ty. One bed, one pillow, one head to sleep on those pillows. I did that shit. I got those pillows. You know? Like, cause I don't want to make this story seem all sad stuff. I don't like the awkward silence.
No,
So
no,
like,
we're listening. We're listening.
I appreciate it, but you know, I gotta add the funny moments when I can.
No, I get
First
you.
off,
I get you.
You only have one pillow?
Well, now I got 3.
My man.
That's what he's moving up.
I was like,
Okay.
Moving up to the east side. I see you.
That's it,
Just
man.
like the Jefferson.
I mean, and then just my senior year, just a lot of people was teaching me the whole chase your dreams thing. You know, so I'm the type of person where it's like I make a lot of goals for myself, and depending on which ones I like the most, I go for it. Like, I just add to a bucket list everything I want to do. Like, for example, I've always wanted to open up a pet care center. I was telling people since the age of 3, I want to be a veterinarian. Now I'm sure I don't want to be a veterinarian, but I want to work with animals. Like, if you ask me any question about animals, I can tell you. You know, another thing I want to open a restaurant. I want to be a singer and eventually be my own songwriter. And I even want to be an actor if that's all possible. And I'm constantly adding to that list because I want to achieve everything and anything that I can. Don't set the bar for yourself. There is no bar. Do everything. My bad for the long story. Just it all ties.
If we didn't want to hear it, would have cut you off a long time ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's important shit. I mean, that's why we're covering it,
You
right?
went in there, you slap.
Like we said, we can cut the bro cut.
But that's the Belizean stereotype, so. Good
That's
shit,
true. I'm just saying, like, I wasn't out here in the hood doing all that dumb shit, you know, getting my dick wet, all the other yada yada. Like, I was actually trying to figure out.
I love that.
So you never got your dick wet?
Hey, man, I told you I lost my virginity in 2012.
Look.
How old were you?
Do the math, bitch.
All right, so I graduated in
17.
2015, and I was 18 when I graduated.
Wait, what?
So you were 17.
No.
Wait, 2015.
You said you
All
graduated in 2013.
15, I was 18. 14,
You were 16 or
I
15?
was 17. 13, I was 16.
What?
12, I was 15. So,
It was getting his
but
dick
this
wet at 15,
happened.
guys.
But this happened in December. I was 15.
Damn.
Did I not say 15?
Yeah,
What
you
did-
did.
I thought I said 15.
You said 15.
I could.
Well, you beat me by 2 years. So congratulations.
You beat me by 3.
You didn't beat me.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody's questioning you. Nobody doubts that.
Yeah,
in any way, shape, or form.
nobody thought that he beat you,
I
Chris.
feel like you was 17 months of just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Right out the door.
I'm gonna learn what a Jimmy is today.
Less than 2 years old, he's just like,
He just came out into the world.
All right.
he was just clapping ass.
Shit, I came out of one. I know I gotta go back in one. So,
Very true. Very true.
all right.
All right. Do you want to go, George, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can go. I don't mind. I think I've had a few moments in my life that kind of just shaped me in different ways.
It's hard to boil it down to one.
You know, it's hard. It is because I mean, for every one of those little moments, it shaped me into something that I needed for that point in time. You know, like
Yeah.
I needed to grow in a way that I needed at that point in time. But to boil down to just specifically one that really did it all for me, it's hard because there's some that were very close to me as far as like what happened, and there's other ones that were important that really needed to happen. If that all makes sense in any way, shape, or form. I guess as far as like just sticking it to like a career point of view and whatnot. Like I told you, and I think it was the first or second podcast. You know, the whole reason I moved out here was for acting. I grew up playing soccer my whole life, but before that, before I even wanted to play soccer, I actually wanted to do boxing. I actually wanted to do boxing as a kid. It was the first thing. My dad brought home boxing gloves for both me and my brother.
Forearms.
And I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. And I've always thought boxing was a very intense and interesting sport. But my mom never let me do it. She just said no. That was the one thing that and mohawks. Sorry, no, that, mohawks, and tattoos. In high school, I took a dramatic arts class for theater because we all took an arts class in our senior year, and it's either drawing or theater. Everyone did art. I decided to do theater. I did that, but I was also doing my news broadcasts for my school, and I got into that by accident. I got into that by accident. My girlfriend at the time, who was in the newspaper class, they have that's where they do the news broadcast. And I was joking around with the teacher, like grabbing one of the scripts that they have for the morning. And I was like, "Hey, Mr. Young, check this out. Put me on the camera." And I read it off. And again, I'm messing around. Like I'm no way, shape, or form trying to like audition or anything. I'm just messing with it. And so then afterwards, he was like, "We got to put you on the camera." Like, what? He's like, "Yeah, we got to put you in front of the camera." I'm like, I'm just messing around, Mr. Young. He's like, No. And then he left. And I didn't hear from him after that. I didn't hear from him.
No.
I was like, what? Okay, whatever. And I went on about my day. The next day, we had our news broadcast between our first period and our second period. As I'm about to go from my first period to my second period, which is I was an office assistant. As I was walking there, I have one of my friends run up to me and say, "Hey, George, come on, come with me. You're gonna do the sports for the news today. I'm like, why? And he's like, because Mr. Young liked you on the news. He liked you in front of the camera. We're gonna put you on the camera today. I was like, don't you have to audition for that? It's like, yeah, but Mr. Young wants you to do it. I was like, okay. So I went and I did it. And for our school, you're only allowed to do it for one semester. We only had 2 separate semesters, but he allowed me to do it the entire year, which was fun. That's when I realized that I enjoyed. Like, I wasn't shy being in front of the camera. The first couple seconds always got me nervous, but I enjoyed it. So that kind of like brought me into like, okay, this is actually really fun. So that was like part of it. And then I did theater. And that same year, I was also taking AP English. Well, you guys probably don't realize this, but I'm not a big fan of reading. Yeah, I know, I'm going to acting, right? And I got to read a bunch of scripts. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of reading. But, you know, for my AP class, they gave me all these different books I had to read. Like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, fucking The Hunger Games, and I always did the Spark Notes. But the one book I didn't do the Spark Notes for was Macbeth. And I read it from beginning to end. I didn't realize Macbeth was a play. Shakespeare, of all people. I didn't realize this. But it was the one book I read from beginning to end. And in class, I was answering all the questions. And what do you know, in my theater class, they have us do a scene from Macbeth. And I liked it. That was the first play that I've ever read. And it was the first book that I've ever read from beginning to end without anybody telling me to do it. I just did it because I wanted to. And I just, like, something about the book I just loved. Just something about it. And man,
Even all that old English.
Like, I was confused, but then after a while, I just kind of caught on to like
Yeah, you get used to it.
You get used to it
for a little bit.
I realized, like, at the beginning of the sentence, I don't know what the hell they're saying, but it's like the second or third word before the sentence ends, I'm like, oh, that's what they're saying. Okay, got it, cool. And I keep going on. And well, yeah, it was the first book I read, and I remember my mom always said, like, why Macbeth? Like, isn't that like a tragic story? Like, oh, it's very tragic. It's in no way, shape, or form a nice story to read. But at the same time, it just keeps you compelled and just keeps you intrigued. So that was like my first little dosage of like theater. And when I finally went to Sacramento State, which I went for kinesiology. Yeah, kinesiology, people. George, kinesiology, math, science. We're not friends.
Wow, Jorge.
Yeah, we're not friends.
Damn.
So when I went to Sacramento State, I dropped out of the first year because I was literally in class thinking, I don't know what I'm here for. I don't want to be in class. I don't want to go for kinesiology. Nothing wrong with Sacramento State. I just wasn't focused on wanting to be in class.
Yeah.
Before I was in high school, like, you know, I made grades so I can play soccer. Now I was like, I don't care. Like, I can fail tomorrow and I don't give a shit. Like, what? There's no reason.
Yeah.
So I had to start over. I went back home. I told my parents, like, I don't want to go back to Sacramento State. Like, maybe eventually, but not right now. So I need to start over. Like, well, what are you going to do? You're going to work? Like, I can, but that's not going to do anything. I can go to community college, but the same thing. So I took a big step. I went to the Marines. And it was in boot camp. 3rd week that I was there. I'm in my rack, and I'm, like, going through the whole first 3 weeks, and I'm just like, I do not want to do this for the next 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
6 years, I have to. I got no choice.
Yeah.
But I do not want to do this for the next 20 years. And I was like, well, you know, what am I going to do? I can't just do nothing. I got to do something. Like, what do I want to wake up and say, this is not a 9 to 5 for me. This is my life. And on the bright side, I'm getting paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I love. And I don't give a shit how much I'm getting paid, but this is what I love. And I went back to that moment in high school of being in front of the camera, of reading Macbeth and reading these plays and being on stage. It was that moment I was like, that's what I want to do. Yeah. I want to do that, and I want to live my life, and I want to be happy, and I want to love it. Whatever else happens in between and what all the, like, other stuff comes after that, cool, but that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And so I went for it. And then next thing you know, I'm out here in LA doing a podcast with you guys, and out here trying to, you know, I just graduated from school and whatnot with my bachelor's degree for acting for film. Mm-hmm. First little step, and now we're doing all this. So this, you know, started from something and just kept on going.
Next step.
Where the fuck? I just knew you were going to bring into that. But yeah. Long story short, that's one moment that shaped me as far as my career path of what I wanted to do for my life. Mm. And yeah, now I'm here and I'm sharing it on this podcast.
Good shit, George. All right.
Thank you.
Hopefully the porn industry treats you right.
Hopefully.
What is your length like? Are you
Oh, well, I'm not, depends. Wait, are you talking about my career? Are you talking about my personal life? What are you talking about?
That's okay. We'll talk about it afterwards.
It's fine. I'm like flaccid.
All right. Well, I guess that makes it my turn. Most of my family doesn't know this story, so hopefully they never listen to this podcast.
Jake, close your ears, man.
Jake might know it. I can't remember if I've told him.
I have my beats if you need them.
No. So when I first moved to LA, I was living with my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which I think you all know, but
The Naked Roof.
the listeners, yeah.
Story, yeah.
At the apartment from the Naked Roof story, yes.
Yes.
And eventually, we broke up, which is why she's my ex, and I had to move out, and I didn't have the money to afford a place.
Yeah.
But I was still working at Starbucks. I had worked as a shift manager, but LA is expensive.
Yeah.
So I get, my lease is up in July, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do because I don't have a place. I can't afford a place. I can't put down a deposit. I can't pay rent. I know my parents don't have the spare money to do that currently. And so I decided I was going to live out of my car. And I would go to the gym every day and I would exercise and then I would use the showers there. I would do that every day before work and every day after work. And I kept all my stuff in a storage locker at one of the U-Haul places. And then I would keep the clothes that I needed in my car. Charge my phone overnight in my car. And it shaped how I viewed the world. It changed my perspective because, I'm a white kid from a relatively affluent area. And it's true that my parents weren't particularly affluent, but I had a nice childhood. I had great parents. And I'm incredibly thankful for everything I got, but I didn't maybe see the world in an accurate way. And it changed that. Mm-hmm. I see the world how it is. I think, at least. And I recognize how hard it can be. And how important it is to put in the work and to try hard every day. Because if you don't, you can end up not having a home, not having an apartment, living out on the street. It's not that hard to get there if you give up. And that is a moment that changed my life forever. And I don't tell the story often because it's not something I'm proud of. But it is a part of me, and it's a big part of me. So that's my story.
Allow me to be the person to say that, Robert. I'm very proud of you.
Aww.
Because you can hear it in your voice that there was a lot to say. Mm-hmm. And look at you now. You might not be where you want to be, but you're on the right road to get there. Same thing for you, and even for me.
Not for Jacob, though. Fuck Jacob.
Yeah, you gotta wait till you're 18.
Fuck you, Jacob.
You gotta wait till you're 18, dude. I'm sorry. So, my brothers, even though this is probably the closest moment that we've ever had, we also gotta commend one another that we are all moving up. And I don't know what the world may have in store for us. And I'm sorry if there is a 10.1 earthquake. That's probably me thrusting too hard. But
I told you to take it easy, man. I told you. Dude, thrusting so hard, man. Stop.
But the earth can't handle it.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm too sorry. But
well, on that note, I think we did hit a good mark. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Actually, I gotta wake up early today. So I hate to end it like this because I think this was a great hit for all of us. I think we all opened up in a great way. I think our viewers and our listeners and everybody got a little dosage of the four of us because I don't think any of us have really opened up about this kind of stuff to other people outside of our circle. Mm-hmm. So I think this, like Ty said, it was like a big step. We're all moving up. Big step as far as just opening up in general. Definitely much more serious tone this podcast than the other, what, 6?
Yeah, or at least the end.
At least the ending part. But, hey, it can't be all jokes and whatnot. Like, we got shit to say. We got shit on our minds too.
Exactly.
So, guys, hopefully you guys like us opening up. I'm not going to say we're going to do it again because we'll probably be joking around again in the next one because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll open up here from time to time, but
Eventually, yeah.
yeah, from time to time. But we like joking around a lot too because it's
What
just
we do,
it's just how we get along.
George is a bitch. I'm a bitch. Ty's a bitch. Robert's a bitch. You're
And-
probably a bitch, but that's okay.
it's important. I think, like, if anything, you know, I'm gonna speak for all of us, and if you guys disagree, you know, let me know. But if anything I learned and anything you guys learned, I think it's important to remain positive, to keep that energy, to have fun, to joke around. Because if you wallow in the point that you're at now, because we're all going through shit, maybe it's not as bad as it has been, but we all are. If you wallow in that point, you stay stuck in that point. And you can't move forward, and you can't move up like Ty was talking about. You know? So it's really important to not just focus on that.
True.
Exactly.
Very true.
You guys are annoying.
It's very
What
true. dude.
am I going to say?
Yeah.
It's funny to me how every time something deep is said, it's just like,
I mean,
Well, what do you want me to
shit,
do?
I'm gonna agree with
Yeah.
that shit. You want me to snap?
right? Nah,
No,
it's
he
just-
wants you to clap, bitch.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, do whatever you want.
Just clap that
It's
ass.
just funny.
There you
it's,
go.
it's funny. Hey,
You know,
I gotta
if you
get
ever
you
need
for
a
ass,
boost, you
right?
could always find us at the gym too. You know, working out. You could work out with us. Yeah.
It's really late for us.
I
though.
would, but I got to go to work.
It's really late for us. This is the latest we'll ever do a podcast.
Yeah,
so.
shit. We are
let's
never
go.
doing this again.
Mm-mm.
Don't ever say never.
Okay,
It's probably going to happen again.
Hopefully not doing this again.
I would have to be under the influence heavily to do this again.
Well, that's most.
one told you not to be this one.
Yeah.
I
So you didn't
just,
want to drink.
I didn't. I got a lot going on through my mind, man.
All right, shit. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah,
let's
so
let's
don't-
cut it off.
All right, here we go,
Keep
guys,
talking about it
again.
off the podcast.
This is us. This is You Have Been Served podcast.
Wait, you said it wrong, man.
Am I saying it wrong again?
Yeah.
You've Been Served podcast. Whatever. I'm tired. I got to go to work in like 5 hours. Y'all got to go to bed. I'm tired. Whatever. Robert, take it away.
All right, I'm signing off. This is Robert DeGos.
This is Tyus at his truest form.
All right then. It is Chris,
This is George.
and well, you've been served.
Thank you very much.
Good night, y'all.
That was a really good episode. You guys got deep there.
We did.